Hi, I'm Bhamini Subramaniam. I'm a designer, and over the years I have experimented with textiles, fashion, interior, product design, and so on. I am here for the Future of Fashion Forum. Talking in particular about the Indian fashion industry, I have observed it right from the, let's say, mid-80s, where we just had a few shops, designers who started with village India kind of block prints and had them patterned and stitched to the trends of the time. Later on, the boutique culture began in the early 80s, and designers were trying to establish themselves with whatever mediums they wanted to express themselves. Like somebody was doing chicken curry, another designer was dealing with ikats, and so on, you know, from the vast treasure trove of traditional designs from our country. We also saw designers who had come from abroad, studied in schools in the West, and they were trying to improve upon the silhouettes in fashion, the so-called cuts and finish of the fabrics to turn it into a designer garment. Added to that, we had hand embroidery, which was the value addition to the whole thing. And moreover, the designers were trying to give designing a recognized status. In the process of defining themselves, Indian designers found that yes, they could assimilate the best of the East and the West. West for its technology and East for the kind of universal feel that it gives to its fabrics, the richness in the weave, the richness in the craft. There was so much magic to it, in the dyeing process, the weaving process, the printing process. It was such a vast area to research upon, and the designers knew that their identity lies here in our traditional fabrics, where we can put the Indian context into the Western genre. This led to the Indo-Western fusion lines, and going from there, designers have been more or less experimenting upon these areas. The rigors of formal training are a must for any profession that we go into, and so it is with fashion. It's very important to know the fundamental basics about this subject, which has so many various areas like pattern cutting, styling, illustration, the history, then the contemporary history, the fashion scene around. So all this is very essential. It is part of the curriculum. All the same, it is very important for students to know what is happening around and to have this interface with the industry. They must have a set of skills that would be relevant with the needs of the industry. It's not just important to only know the theory part of it. It's only then that they can find a place in the industry for the future. Well, I think the synergy between films and fashion is great, and in India, that is the best possible way to reach the billions. If fashion has to reach the masses, it has to be through films, and I think Neeta is doing a great job. The personal touch that she would be giving and the hands-on experience that the students would get makes it a great interactive learning. I'm sure this would be a great expose for the students It would help them to meet several people from the same profession, to hear them talk about their experiences, to share what the industry is doing and what they expect of the students in future. Also, this kind of interface would be a great eye-opener for them, because they can be equipped with what they have to do once they are out of fashion schools.